Okay, well, we're here in backstage at Emo's in Austin, Texas. We're at the finals of Blastbeat. We have a very distinguished educationalist here beside me, who I'd like to introduce you to, who wants to talk a bit about Blastbeat and what he feels about this program.
I'm Dr. Joe Gonzalez, and I've been superintendent and in public schools for 45 years, as well as now charter schools. And this program is exactly what we've been looking for. Our children, our students that were involved in this have become excellent in school. They're passing all their tests, they're graduating, and they have an enthusiasm of being there every day. Our dropout rate went from 180 some kids to under 15, and our attendance went from the 60s to the 85%. This is a program that I see that does what the National Education Association is looking for. It's a hands-on, higher order thinking skills. You're learning math, you're learning verbal skills, you're learning all these skills, music, humanities, just because of one program.
Wow, that's in all your 45 years in education, have you ever seen a program like Blastbeat that would offer all of these things in one go?
I've never seen a program like this that the students were so into, and where you could catch their attention totally because they liked it so much and they were so into it. Then it was easy to bring in all the skills. There's marketing going on here, and as I said, there's all the math skills, all the verbal skills, so we got our language arts skills. It's a tremendous program from my point of view, and I've never seen it until this year, but it's a tremendous program for us and what we're trying to do.
Joe, or can I call you Joe?
That's fine.
Okay, Joe, would you recommend Blastbeat to other schools and to other principals?
I would say that in today's world of education, with urban cities having a 50% dropout of ethnic students, that this is exactly the kind of program we have to look to, and other programs like this, because it in itself will help keep the children in school and learning and ultimately graduating.
Well, I mean, that's a huge recommendation. I want to thank you very much. And just in terms of the music as well, I mean, I was really impressed with like the artists that your students found and how they've really worked to present. So it's not just, it is a business game as such, it's a business program, but but incorporates music. So what did you think of the whole musical performance of these artists, and are they some of the students from your school as well?
To be honest, I was totally blown away myself for the level of accomplishment and the skill and the quality. But another thing that this did, it brought our staff of adults working after school and outside of school hours with the students, and we had a whole new rapport going on then during the day.
Wow, that's amazing. And what about families, parents? So it's brought students and it's brought educators together in a way that they haven't before. Has there been any interaction with the community and with families and parents at all?
There sure has. Actually, it closes what's called the circle of education. The circle being students, of course, which is the number one person, the teachers and staff, and then, of course, the parents in the community. So the whole circle of education was closed in this one particular program because everyone had to be involved in order to generate the kind of product that these students generated.
Would you think it's too difficult for disadvantaged students or disadvantaged schools to get involved in this? Tell me, from your point of view, is this, would you find that Blastbeat was something that would be difficult for a disadvantaged school to do?
I think actually it's tailor-made for disadvantaged students. As I said, I have 45 years in education, having been a principal in 3 different districts in 2 different states, and having worked in 8 states. This is exactly the kind of program we need to join the students' interest, what's called engagement, with adults' interest, and having the community come in, and you got that perfect partnership that's missing, which is needed.
Well, I want to thank you very much indeed, because that, for me, an endorsement like that from you, who have so much experience in this area of education, is very high praise indeed. And I want to thank you so much for actually taking the risk to take it into your school in the first place. Thank you so much.
Well, we want to thank you because some of these students have dropped out as many as 3 and 4 times, and now they're heading on their way to graduation in June, and we're there to try to get our students to graduate, because the students that don't graduate, 80% of the population that's incarcerated is dropouts, and these are kids now that will not be dropouts.
Wow. So you think that Blastbeat is a life-changing experience for these kids?
I think it's tremendous. All I can say, in 45 years, and I have no one to try to impress at this point of my age, I think it's tremendous.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joe.